Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful has Hope Logan with a new weapon to aim at Steffy Forrester. And she's just gloating at the thought of one-upping her rival on the CBS soap. Steffy's reason for firing Hope is seen as a personal vendetta rather than business-oriented. But now with the latest developments concerning Hope, B&B fans wonder if maybe the Forrester daughter wasn't too rash after all in her firing. Bold and the Beautiful turned Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Messinswood, into a tyrant. So, for a while now, all eyes are on her. B&B fans watch for her next bullying move against Hope Logan, Annika Noel. So, she finally made that big push by humiliating Hope Logan. Steffy had her escorted out of the building and banished from Forrester Creations. She did this as everyone watched. This tarnished the Forrester daughter for even some of her die-hard fans. But while Steffy Forrester did her bullying, the fans saw Hope as the victim of her stepsister's dirty deeds. But now that Hope Logan is out of SC, Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest she's conjuring up a plan of attack with Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, and even more of her less-than-stellar behaviors will surface. Bold and Beautiful spoilers suggest the emotional tide is about to change. Fans first empathized with Hope as she walked her cabin floor sad, but angry over Steffy's actions. During this time, she seemed to care about Carter. She wouldn't let him go to Steffy and tell her he was who Hope waited for that day, decked out in that lingerie. Carter wanted to tell Steffy that her husband was not Hope's target, despite what the co-CEO thought she witnessed. But the Logan daughter feared she wouldn't leave him alone after learning about their new relationship. Yet, there was a problem with Carter telling Steffy that would lead back to Hope too. The Logan daughter knew that Steffy would blame her for using Carter to save her HFTF line. Steffy Forrester suggested to her father, husband, or anyone who would listen, that Hope was getting into Carter's head. Bold and the Beautiful fans suggest that maybe Steffy had something there all along. Hope might have gotten into his head, but on Friday's cliffhanger episode, the Logan daughter also got a hold of his hand. Carter Walton is likely planning this SC takeover with mostly Hope Logan in mind. He has pulled desperate moves for love before on Bold and Beautiful. Now, it looks like he's about to pull a doozy. But Carter's plan could derail his career, and not just with the Forresters. This could ruin his reputation forever in the corporate world if he attempts to overtake the company with such a devious move. But instead of Hope Logan advocating for him not to do this because of possible long-term career ramifications, Hope Logan eggs him on. Not only does she urge him to do this, but she suddenly flips the switch to lust as he hesitates. B&B spoilers suggest we will see more of this as next week rolls out. Still, for the fans, the Logan daughter slipped when she stopped short of drooling over the takeover. Her agenda suddenly became transparent. At this point, viewers see this being more about herself than Carter. He seemed to find her irresistible to ignore. So when he paused, it was only for a minute. He took a second to think about what this would do to Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye. But Hope Logan said all the right things to keep him on track. At this point, the viewers debated if she cared about Carter's concerns, or if this was more about what he could do for her. On Friday's Bold and the Beautiful, the COO picks up the pen to sign his name on the document that will put him in charge of SC. Then, Hope Logan acts turned on by this move. During this scene, the Logan daughter played the lust card just right. So it seems for some of the fans, she proved Steffy Forrester right last week on B&B, and the spoilers point to more of this coming next week. After showing little concern for Carter by pushing him to do this, it looks like this relationship is more self-serving for her than fans first thought. That said, Bold and the Beautiful fans are still on the fence about how much love Hope Logan may have for Carter Walton on the CBS soap. In a twist that has fans buzzing and jaws dropping across the globe, The Bold and the Beautiful may have just flipped the script on everything we thought we knew about Hope Logan. Long held as the beacon of morality, gentleness, and unwavering loyalty, Hope may finally be cracking under the weight of her own carefully curated image, and no one is more vindicated than Steffy Forrester. It started subtly. A lingering glance here, a slip of the tongue there. The kind of moments that hardcore fans catch in slow motion while whispering, "Wait a minute, did Hope just?" And then came the moment no one saw coming. Hope, caught in the very kind of emotional mess she's so often judged others for. Hope has always been the good girl of the Forresters and Logans. Her love story with Liam Spencer, no matter how many times it fell apart and reassembled, stood on the foundation of forgiveness and moral high ground. When Steffy, fierce, confident, and always willing to fight dirty for love, warned that Hope wasn't as innocent as she seemed, many brushed it off as jealousy or residual tension from their never-ending love triangle. Hope's decision to rekindle a romance with Thomas Forrester, her ex-obsessed designer turned supposedly reformed man, was controversial from the start. Despite his efforts to prove he changed, despite the promises, the therapy, and the co-parenting success stories, Steffy never trusted him. More importantly, she didn't trust Hope with him. And now, it seems, she had every right not to. Sources say the scene is both heartbreaking and electric. Hope, emotionally vulnerable after a heated argument with Liam, who, let's face it, is as emotionally predictable as ever, finds herself alone with Thomas at the Forrester mansion. Champagne is flowing. The lights are dim. The music is low. It's not long before comfort becomes connection, and connection turns into a kiss. Hope doesn't just kiss Thomas. She initiates more. She takes control. She chooses the passion, the escape, the danger, the very things she once accused Steffy of chasing when she was involved with Liam. Because this isn't just about Hope kissing Thomas. It's about Hope finally revealing the side of herself that Steffy has long warned everyone about. The side that's driven not by compassion or loyalty, but by desire and entitlement. Steffy's been painted as the aggressor for years, the one who plays games, who manipulates men and circumstances to get what she wants. But what if the only difference between Steffy and Hope is that Steffy owns it, and Hope doesn't? Hope's entire persona has been wrapped in virtue. She's the one who fought for Douglas. The one who gave up her happiness for the sake of what's right. The one who stood on principle even when it broke her heart. Maybe Hope's pursuit of perfection has finally backfired. Maybe, just maybe, the pressure to always do the right thing has cracked her at the core, and the real Hope is a little darker, a little messier, and a lot more like Steffy than she's ever admitted. In a delicious twist of poetic justice, Hope is now the one facing public judgment, while Steffy stands as the voice of reason. And as Brooke tries to defend her daughter, Ridge will inevitably find himself torn between loyalty to Steffy and sympathy for Hope.